Anji, today I have the honor of introducing to you a very, very brilliant student, a very brilliant child, an excellent student. I had the honor of meeting her in the DAMS Grey Matter also, and she was on fire that day, answering everything. And, all of us were flabbergasted कि boss ये क्या तोप लड़की है और आज उसने वही रैंक लेके आ गई रैंक 3। मजा आ गया बेटा। हार्टिएस्ट कंग्रेचुलेशंस। कैसा लग रहा है?
Thank you so much. It's still hard to believe actually.
और जब उस समय भी लग तो रही था कि तो टॉप 3 में रैंक आना है। यू बीन अ डैम्स फेस टू फेस स्टूडेंट एंड everybody used to say कि you're a very intelligent student. Does that put you under pressure?
Yes, sir. Actually, more than a compliment, it does create some amount of pressure, but I take it as a motivation, I guess.
That's perfect. अच्छा बच्ची मुझे ये बता कि जैसे when you started preparing, what was the idea you had when you started preparing, and which year were you in when you started thinking about PG entrance first time? And tell us more about yourself.
Yes, sir. So I did my MBBS from BJ Medical College, Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and I joined DAMS in third year for face-to-face classes. So yes, I attended all the face-to-face for all the subjects, and then internship and the later half of final year was more about question solving rather than attending lectures and revising notes.
तो जब हम थर्ड ईयर में क्लासेस अटेंड करने आए पहली बार, डू यू थिंक कि वो थोड़ा सा अलग लगा कि मतलब यू वर स्टडीइंग इन द कॉलेज एंड सडनली यू आर एक्सपोज टू द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स, डैम्स अहमदाबाद के अंदर आप क्लासरूम के अंदर आए, कैसा फीलिंग था उस समय?
Yes, sir. So initially, definitely it was overwhelming because the amount of content that we normally used to study in a one day is definitely greater than just a minute. Excuse ready. So that is definitely more like when we do it with teachers, with faculty in dance. But eventually, we got used to it, and even our learning speed increased pretty much while studying with teachers.
And do you think it also
It
improved your
was
stamina when you were sitting in a class, that you got that sitting ability which helps us in the real exam when we have a 3 hour long exam?
yes,
And do you
yes, sir.
remember any
Definitely, definitely, it
do
builds
you,
up tolerance. I would say boredom actually, because individually we are just able to study with 1 hour, 1.5 hour max.
Hmm. Do you remember any faculty members or any classes where you had a eureka moment in
Hello,
your third year कि boss ये समझ में
hello,
आया? हाँ, can you hear me now?
hello, hello,
हाँ बच्ची, मुझे मुझे तो आ रही है तेरी आवाज। तेरे
hello,
को आ रही है?
uh, hello,
एक एक सेकेंड।
hello,
बेटा मुझे लगता है आपका शायद
hello.
ब्लूटूथ का वो डिस्चार्ज हो गया है। ओके, so by the time she joins us back, I'll introduce Dr. Shloka. Dr. Shloka is ranked 3 in the INI-CET May 2025 exam. A brilliant student, a 3-year DAMS face-to-face student. We are very proud of her achievement. And let's see if she is able to hear us now. Are you able to hear us?
Hello? Yeah. Sorry, I had some connectivity issues.
I understand. I understand. I think
Yes,
sometimes
sir.
the Bluetooth gets discharged. So बच्चे मैं पूछ रहा था, any
Yes.
eureka moments from the classroom days? कोई ऐसे याद आ रहा है कि यार थर्ड ईयर में आया और ये क्लास में मजा आ गया, वाओ क्लास थी और लगा यार ऐसे पढ़ना चाहिए था?
I think it was more from DVT. The Eureka moments were more from DVT. Concepts, yes, from classroom. But yeah, there were there were several questions which I could connect to some concept that I had revised in DVT because DVT was the recent most class that I had attended.
And so did you love that, we brought the DVT face to face in Ahmedabad and you could get that on the
Yes.
app also? Was that a good experience?
Yes, sir, and I'm glad DAMS did that. And this was the first time when we could take benefit from that. So yes, that was really a good thing for us.
And were you happy with the way we had structured our courses, that you had a regular classroom in your third year, then you had a mobile access all the time with you, and
Yes,
you had in the
yes,
internship that TND or DVT coming in the right place, so different
yes,
kind of courses for different sort of students at different stages of their life. Were you happy with the
yes, sir.
tailoring that we do?
Yes, sir, definitely. Because in internship, we get a very limited amount of time. So it's not possible for us to go through the entire classes again, but a quick TND discussion would definitely be beneficial for us.
Okay.
So
And
TND was very helpful during internship.
were you happy with the quality of questions in the TND and the kind of discussions that happen around those questions?
Yes, yes, sir, definitely. It covered like from the most easiest question to the ones that actually required a lot of concepts in it. It covered everything. So yes, it was definitely helpful.
Let us now analyze this year's INICET paper. Like, what was your reading on it? Asan tha, mushkil tha. What was your take on the paper?
Sir, my take on it was like when you first read the question, it's like, अरे ये तो topic पढ़ा हुआ है, कितनी बार पढ़ा हुआ है. Then you go with the statements, and then the options are totally different. A B C, A B C D, only C, A B. It was not a simple four option question. So yeah, and but choosing
I
from the multiple correct options was a real challenge.
Hmm. ओके बेटा आई थिंक आपका वो थोड़ा सा ऑडियो बीच बीच में ब्रेक हो रहा है आई थिंक वो ब्लूटूथ का कनेक्शन का
Uh,
शायद इशू है
just say- okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, done. Yes, so sir, I was
ओके
saying that this time, although the questions were from the topic that we have read a million times, but then there were so many multiple corrects that you actually need the precise knowledge. Like you can't really take a lucky guess in this situation. So it required in-depth knowledge of the concepts rather than pure luck or pure facts.
so usually I've seen the toppers after the INICET paper always say that it is all about the depth in the your understanding not about the width
Yes,
ऐसा
yes,
नहीं कि बहुत सारे टॉपिक पता
yes,
है लेकिन
sir.
जो पता है ठीक से पता होने पड़ेंगे
Definitely. And plus, it was more about your creativity, how to rule out options. Because more than knowledge, this time it was more about ruling out and using smart work to rule out options. Like from four statements, you have to at least rule out two wrong statements. Then you can reach to the answer.
Hmm. And how many did you attempt in this paper?
Sir, I attempted 194.
194. And how many do you think you would have got correct? Any idea? Rough guess.
Uh, I don't know, sir. Actually, I didn't check the recalls because the NEET was pending. That's why.
Uh, I think you already knew that you don't need to check the recall. And did you find the paper long? A lot of students were saying that one block and maybe the fourth or the first block was little
Yes, sir.
longer. Did you also have
Yes, sir. The
similar experience?
first, yes, sir. The first block was actually biochem is a subject that I already fear. Plus, a majority of the biochem questions were there in the first block, and the first block had a lot of multiple correct as well. So yes, the first block was definitely something like I was hardly able to review my doubts in that rather than the entire section, which I normally do with the GTs.
So even the toppers find biochem tough. So it is a normal behavior for all
Yes,
the students. Nobody needs to be scared of it. It is
yes,
like
sir.
even the rank three has similar experience. And it is,
Yes,
a
sir.
very
Definitely.
it is very interesting to know from you that you had attempted 194. So did you leave those 3 4 questions in the first block itself, and then was it like uniformly in each block you had left questions, fixed
No, sir.
questions?
Actually, what happened with me was that my computer it crashed thrice during the exam, like two times before starting and one time during section A. So then I was given another PC to attempt my rest of my exam with, and my time was not deducted. It actually resumed from there. But then I got a bit shaken, and to come back to that exam mode, it took me 5 to 10 minutes. So I think I had to leave three questions in the first block. They were already my doubts, but I didn't have time to really review and think about them. So that those went away. And then I left one question in each section. I was cautious enough not to leave any more questions as much as possible.
So if that had not happened, I'll extrapolate and say and ask you, would you have been the rank one if that had not happened? Like,
No, sir, there are too many variables there.
but hardly would not matter but this more. So it's a very important message that comes from your side now that things will go wrong on the day of the exam. You have to maintain your cool.
Definitely.
And do
Yes,
you
sir.
think
Yes, sir.
attempting the
Definitely.
DAMS CBT before that in a computer center gave you that edge that okay, ऐसा feel होता है, you already knew the environment and
Yes.
you were cool?
Yes, sir. Actually, the blow of that day of exam was softer because we had already given CBT in a simulated environment. So yes, it was definitely easy mentally. Rather than the questions, it was mentally we were acclimated to that climate. So yeah.
Desensitized acclimatization. And also I think from your
Yes.
side you can tell all the future listeners also that even if your computer goes off in the exam, don't panic, you can still be the rank 3.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And like how important were PYQs in this paper? Like a lot of people would say that kam the zyada the, let's hear from the topper herself.
So PYQs, well, I didn't find many PYQs like word to word, and of course, we are not expecting aims to select people who have already like ratified the previous questions. But yes, PYTs were definitely there. But then PYTs also they were asked in pretty much depth, especially with the multiple correct options. So like PCOS has been asked every year since I don't know how many years now, but every time they manage to frame a question differently from there. So if you're doing PYTs, yes, but you have to do it in an in-depth manner.
So do you
PYQs,
think
yes, you're supposed to, you can't miss that.
so do you think that pattern of having more than one correct and those combinations are the ones which are making the paper more special and more thinking ability is required? Because single best
Yes,
response you can still guess, but more than one it makes it all tricky.
yes. It makes it tricky, plus it makes it lengthy because you need 2 to 3 minutes per question to actually analyze those options. And this time there were a lot of multiple correct options.
And did you tell yourself something consciously about time management in this paper that boss मैं शुरू से I'll go fast or this is what I will utilize? Were you conscious about the time or clock or did you practice it during your grand test also?
No, I have been conscious even in my grant test because making a drastic change on the day of exam is not possible because the pressure is also there. So if you practice with time management since like the day you start giving GTs, I think that becomes a reflex in you. You don't have to think about it on the day of exam.
Hmm. Ashoka, actually, I'm biased because I've met you personally also during the Grey Matter and during DVT. I know you're a brilliant girl. I know you're a super brilliant girl. But I want to know,
Thank you,
were
sir.
there any moments of self-doubt even in a super brilliant Shloka who's a rank 3 this time? And did you have a low zone any time in your preparation phase?
Several times, and that is very normal. Like you will doubt yourself. There will be times when you'll not score good on a test or on a GT, even in mocks. So that's just fine. I also had that, and that was not 1 or 2 moments. I had it through. I've been preparing for 2.5 years now. I had those episodes several times, but it's just important to keep growing rather than just sitting and dwelling on your failures.
And also, I just wanted to confess to you that, when you came to the Dams Grey Matter and you were answering, all the teachers were like, wow, wow, what, you were answering so good. And even on that day, a lot of us, me, Dr. Deepti were talking, we say, ye ladki pakka top rank like. And we are so happy. We're so happy for you. And also,
Thank
we
you,
want
sir.
to know from you, like, which branch would you take now? Like, now everything is open for you. What would you want to take?
Actually, my thought was that I'll just keep it on the rank. Let's see what rank I get, and then I'll rule out branches. But now I don't know. Like I need some time to decide. Actually,
Anything that you ruled out now?
well, right now I know they are very two different branches, but I am actually confused between medicine and OBGYN. I know they are very contrasting things. Many people have told me so, but still, I think I am attracted towards both of those. So now I think I'll decide.
I think you have the time in the life and all the options open for you. It is up to you which you decide. And that is the beauty of getting such a
Yes,
great rank that you can take the branch of your choice in the place of your choice. And you have the comfort to
yes,
play
sir.
with the, medicine, obs, gynae, whatever you want. It is all open for you.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm really happy for
Yes.
you. And what do you aspire as a person or like as a like what do you want out of life? Like it's very I'm little out of the blue question, but like you've achieved a very significant milestone today. You're a rank 3 in a all India level exam with the best of the best institutes, and everything is open for you right now. So, if there was one thing that you would want out of life, what would that be?
Uh, I've never thought about it, but maybe just after this win, I just don't want to plateau. I just want to keep on going upwards, whatever that may be. Like not only academically, but in every way. I just don't want my life to plateau at any stage.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ना reason I asked you this and you have actually answered very beautifully also that winners get addicted to winning and once you taste the
Yes.
victory you want to win more. It is like बहुत अलग है लेकिन ऐसा लगता है कि जो हारता है उसको जीतने का मन ज्यादा करता है उल्टा है जो जीतता है उसको और ज्यादा जीतना होता है and they get more serious. Once you taste it you know the feeling you know the adrenaline rush. अब है कि भाई अगली बार भी मुझे ऐसे ही करना है और जीतना है और आगे बढ़ना है and you don't want to be mediocre.
Yes, sir, that's very accurate actually.
And actually you don't deserve to be. You're a super intelligent student and I believe that you should frame your career in a way that now you know your potential. Abhi you know this is where
Yes,
I
sir.
can reach. मतलब you know that. Now you should मतलब like expand it like जैसे मतलब I would want you to change that idea कि पहले you thought कि rank आएगी फिर सोचोगी branch क्या लेनी है. अब इसके आगे you should think मैं सब कर सकती हूँ. I need to like raise the bar. मतलब
Yes,
नोबेल
sir.
प्राइज तक लेके चले जाओ तो उसको एकदम ऊपर ले जाओ है ना बहुत इट्स सच अ यू नो ब्रिलियंट थिंग एंड हाउ वाज योर क्विजिंग एक्सपीरियंस विद डैम्स लाइक आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो वी एंजॉयड यू नो मीटिंग यू अ
Quizzing.
लॉट दैट डे व्हाट वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस लाइक
Sir, I've been quizzing since like more than 2 years now, and I've participated in like, I don't know, more than 100 quizzes now. But
वाओ
both editions of Grey Matter have been the like most special quizzes for me, academically and personally, in both ways. Meeting our role models, you and Dipti ma'am, and plus the level of questions has always been superior to everything I've given in quizzing.
and do you think quizzing also helps you to be competitive all the time like you know you always trying
Definitely.
to win something in quizzes exams grand tests cbt you're constantly challenging yourself.
Definitely, sir. Like setting a goal that I want to give one exam after 2 years is a very far-fetched thing. Rather, I'll just say that I have a quiz after a week. Say a very
Hmm.
small quiz, a cardio quiz or a neuro quiz. At least I'll get that then. And if I get that, then that will give a dopamine rush in my body that, okay, yes, I achieved this. I have a sense of reward. I can go further from this. That also gives
And
you confidence in your prep.
yeah, I think winning is a habit, you know, and you know,
Yes,
meeting you today is like it's like a, matlab, is something that anybody who can go back on the Dams YouTube channel can you know see that quiz and see how you are answering, and now you fast forward to today and you've already reached there. I you know maybe I'll try to get this edited and create a video later on also with you in the quiz and you answering now. It is such a brilliant thing, and like what was your approach during the classes like when you were attending a face to face class what was your approach like you were always on the front bench or the back bench like very important question.
uh, I was actually on the back benches, sir.
Why would that happen you know you look like a front bencher like and what was
No,
your
no, I
idea during
used
the
to
class.
sit. No, no, I used to sit like during the face to face, like when I was doing the face to face classes, that was the first time I was learning subjects.
Hmm.
So I wanted to be on a receptive mode rather than a answering mode. So I
Hmm.
think I was on a passive learning mode at that time. So I used to sit on the back benches actually.
आई थिंक ये भी एक टॉपर्स का स्ट्रेटेजी रहता है कि यू नो लेट मी लिसन फर्स्ट देन आई विल टेल हु आई एम लेट माय टाइम कम आई विल टेल
Yes,
आई एम द रैंक 3 and you
yes.
absorb the knowledge first and then you know you don't show off you know first absorb let
Yeah,
others think that
I
okay.
was sitting in the front in DVT because I was confident about subjects, but when I was learning, I was at the back.
So you change the gears during the dvt.
Yeah, yes.
Any particular dvt memory that comes to your mind today when you look back and you think like anything that you know maybe with friends or teachers anything that you found that was a special moment.
Actually, entire DVT was memorable. I remember coming to DVT for 12 hours one day, and then I had a night emergency, and then again DVT the next day, and I slept through half of it, I think. I don't remember what subject that was, but yeah, but
But
still,
you came.
DVT
But
had
you came.
gave me that motivation to come every day, despite how tired I was that day.
Do you think, you know, a lot of people would say that if you have a busy internship or a duties or work, it is not possible to study, but you managed it all. What was that secret to manage during the busy internship and duties and study?
Sir,
What
I
was the
think that
secret?
if you have an entire day to yourself, you say you have 12 hours to yourself, you say I'll study, then the pace of studying becomes very slow. You allow yourself to take breaks and all. And otherwise, if your duty is going on, you have gone from 9 to 5, and then you're like, I have to have dinner at 8:30, and then I have to go to bed at 10 o'clock. I have duty again tomorrow. So you just have 3 hours of pure focus. So I think you can get more work done there. Even you'll get, I understand you can get exhausted, but it's worth it, I guess. A focused
आई
study is
थिंक
worth more than taking breaks.
एक वो प्रिंसिपल भी है कि हमारे पास जितना टाइम होता है हम काम उतना ही खींच लेते हैं, कम टाइम
Ha,
होता है उतना एफिशिएंट हो
exactly.
जाते हैं. वी बिकम मोर एफिशिएंट इफ वी हैव लेस टाइम एज ह्यूमंस and we need to
Yes,
like
yes,
if we have
sir.
more time we like stretch it, we procrastinate and we start
Yes,
collecting materials, and so you do not have that luxury of wasting time, so you were very precise during your final phase.
yes, yes, sir.
Any particular tips you would want to give to future aspirants, and do you have your parents around? Maybe before we do that, maybe I can congratulate your parents as well. Do you have them around?
Parents, yeah, yeah, I can call them. Right. So the tip that I would like to give is that I have done this during my GTs. I have overthought in any INI-CET GTs, thinking that it's INI-CET, so it has to be difficult. And then I learned from my mistakes that you're supposed to take some questions at their face value. So the mistakes that I did in my GTs of overthinking, I think that is the reason I got this rank, because I didn't overthink in the final GT. I was like, I'll just go with the most simple option that comes in front of me.
I think there are so many things to learn from you. I think one of the biggest messages that don't overthink कि boss ये इनिसेट है या कुछ हाई-फाई आ रहा होगा. Avoid
Yes,
silly mistakes due to overthinking. We get overwhelmed by the name aims and PJ. We get overwhelmed.
yes,
We should
yes.
keep it simple in the paper.
Like this year, there were extremes of questions. Some were so straightforward, and you are not supposed to overthink in that. But then there were some questions that required conceptual applications. So, yeah, you have to balance it.
And do you have any non-medical hobbies as well? And do you have a non-medical side to yourself? I know
Yes,
quizzing.
sir,
Quizzing is your passion.
yes, sir, I really love reading and traveling, actually, road trips.
Any book you would want to recommend to the listeners to become the next rank 3? They are all looking at you, boss. मुझे भी बनना है, कैसे करें?
No, no, I just read novels as a pastime. Nothing, no inspirational books or something.
And any novel that you would want to recommend to the listeners?
I used to read a lot of Robert Cook novels. They were
Hmm.
thrillers, I guess. I used to
Hmm.
love them.
You
Yeah, so
are
I have my parents.
you seek adrenaline. You seek adrenaline in everything. Like your
Yes,
choice of books, your choice of quizzing. You like that feeling of competition and thrill, and you like
yes,
to you thrive in that environment. So I think one of the messages I want to give to the listeners is that to be a high achiever in life, you need to enjoy the challenge.
yes, sir.
Once we talk to Shloka, every time she's given me the feeling that she is enjoying it. एवरी टाइम शी इज गिवन मी द
Yes, sir.
फीलिंग कि ये इसको मजा आ रहा है, इसके लिए ये परेशानी नहीं है, इट्स शी इज एंजॉयिंग इट. एंड आई एम श्योर श्लोका, वट एवर वुड हैव बीन द आउटकम, बट यू वुड हैव एंजॉयड द एग्जाम.
Yes, sir. Definitely. It was challenging, and I was not even expecting aims to be easy. So yes, it was a challenge, and it was good actually.
And only one piece of advice from my side is, seek more challenges. That will bring out the
Yes, sir.
best in you in always. So be what you are right now throughout your life. Seek more challenges. Give yourself challenges because you have more potential. You have much more potential
Yes,
than
sir.
you know. I am sure you can do many big things which people may not be able to imagine also. So keep that in mind. Raise the bar every time. Raise the bar every time you reach there. Raise
Yes,
the
sir.
bar because you have more potential. So let's meet your parents.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Sir, madam, congratulations. सुन पा रहे हैं?
Thank you, sir. Namaste, sir.
सर कैसा फीलिंग आ रहा है? बच्चे का इतना बढ़िया रैंक आ गया. आई थिंक मतलब 3rd रैंक है. ये बच्ची हम पहले क्विज में भी मिले हैं, क्लासों में भी मिले हैं, डीवीटी में भी मिले हैं. आपकी
Yeah.
बच्ची मतलब मैं पूरे दिल से बताना चाहता हूँ, इससे होशियार बच्ची मैंने ना इस पूरे साल में नहीं देखी. शी इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
और
much.
मुझे लगता है कि ये जहाँ अभी पहुंची है ना, ये एक शुरुआत है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है शी कैन डू, मतलब बहुत कुछ बड़ा कर सकती है, सच में बड़ा. रैंक तो ये मतलब एक बहुत बड़ा काम कुछ कर सकती है, या मतलब वी हैव टू नर्चर हर. कुछ भी मेरे से बन पड़ेगा आगे कभी भी, प्लीज फील फ्री टू मतलब लेट मी नो कि अगर कुछ भी अपन सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं। मुझे लगता है बच्ची हमारी जीनियस है।
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
कुछ
We are
आप
proud
बताना
of-
चाहेंगे, कुछ आप बताना चाहेंगे बच्ची के बारे में जो किसी को ना पता हो?
सर वो पहले से ही मतलब ये तो मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि वो ज्यादा ही सिंसियर है, डेडिकेटेड है, कंसिस्टेंट है अपनी स्टडीज के लिए। और बहुत सारा जो मतलब दिख रहा है वो सिर्फ सक्सेस है, बिहाइंड द सीन्स उसने जो सेक्रीफाइस किया है सब चीजों के लिए, चाहे कोई फंक्शंस हो गए, फैमिली में हुआ, कोई आउटिंग हुआ, वेकेशंस, हॉबीज, अपने बहुत सारे उसने सेक्रीफाइस किए और बहुत ज्यादा डेडिकेटेड है अपने स्टडी के लिए।
और भी सिबलिंग है?
हार्ड वर्क की है जो उसने यहाँ तक वो पहुंची है। खाना पीना सब भूल जाती है, अगर हम याद न करें तो उसको लगता नहीं कि मुझे भूख प्यास कुछ लगी है।
मैं कह रहा हूँ और भी भाई बहन कुछ और भी सिबलिंग है बच्चे के?
या यंगर
Yeah, I have a younger sister.
उसको 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 क्या खिला रहे हैं, मतलब कि मतलब बहुत सारे बच्चे, कल जब ये हम इसको YouTube पर डालेंगे वीडियो को तो बहुत बच्चे पूछेंगे क्या खिलाते हैं आप बच्चियों को मतलब पूरे ऑल इंडिया में रैंक ला रही है। सो इसको भी डॉक्टर बनना है?
I'm not sure, sir.
Not sure. So, do you find that such a thing that has happened? I'll just put things into perspective for you. That this is a all India level exam for the best medical institutes in the country, and your sister is ranked 3
Yes.
Yeah.
of this moment.
It's a great feeling.
It's actually a great feeling, and she's very cheerful, she's very intelligent, she's very smart. She is meant for big things. Take inspiration, हाथ पकड़ के उसका पीछे चलती जा और आगे आग लगा दे। It is such a pleasure to meet you all. आप कभी भी दिल्ली आए प्लीज जरूर मिलें। It will be a pleasure to host you all. आप सबसे
You are
मिलने का
also most welcome to Rajkot, sir.
पक्का, promise, I'll count on it.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So श्लोका, फाइनल एक क्विक पंच लाइन, मोटिवेशनल लाइन फ्यूचर एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए।
Sir, I don't know if it's motivational, but I really believe that if I can do it, anyone can, because trust me, I didn't have that confidence throughout my journey that I'll definitely get a good rank. Even I had moments of weakness, I had moments of doubt, but yes, it's not an impossible feat to achieve. So anyone can do it if they believe in themselves.
And only thing that I'll tell about Shloka to all the listeners is she thrives in challenges. Once you start enjoying the process, there is no stopping you. अगर हम एग्जाम को एक प्रॉब्लम समझेंगे, हम एक कंपटीशन को प्रॉब्लम समझेंगे, जिंदगी में चैलेंजेस तो आएंगे। एंड आई एम श्योर I knowing what we know about Shloka now through this interview and earlier also, तो ऐसा लगता है कि इसको जब भी प्रॉब्लम आएगा, कोई भी चैलेंज आएगा ना, इसको एक थ्रिल भी मिलेगा, बिकॉज शी थ्राइव्स इन दी चैलेंजेस। और इसी तरह के लोगों को आई फील दे शुड टेक ब्रांचेस लाइक मेडिसिन, ऑब्स गायनी, सर्जरी, जो भी वो करेगी शी विल एक्सेल इन इट एंड शी विल मेक अ मीनिंगफुल इम्पैक्ट इन द लाइफ ऑफ द पेशेंट्स दैट शी टच। क्योंकि वहां पे भी ऐसी सिचुएशन आएंगी जहां पे देयर वुड बी चैलेंजेस एंड यू नीड पीपल हु हैव दैट स्पाइन ऑफ स्टील, जो वहां खड़े होकर लड़ाई लड़ सके। सो आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। आई एम सो हैप्पी दैट यू मेड अस अ पार्ट ऑफ योर जर्नी and So I feel blessed that I could meet you multiple times in those years. I wish you all the best, beta. Heartiest congratulations. Keep rocking. Keep
Thank
reminding.
you, sir. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
अपन लाएगा और आप लेके आ गए बच्चे।
Thank you, sir.
Bye, beta. Bye.
Bye, sir.